When you think about AI, your mind probably jumps to code, or maybe robots, right? But what if I told you its biggest impact isn't on our screens, but on our plates? Today, we're going to dig into the incredible story of how artificial intelligence is quietly overhauling our entire food system, from the dirt all the way to your dinner table. Just take a second and really think about that. A world where good, healthy food isn't some kind of luxury, but it's just there for everyone, where we can feed our growing population without wrecking the planet in the process. I don't know, it sounds a little like a dream, doesn't it? Well, that dream, that far-off idea, it's actually starting to happen right now. This isn't some movie plot. And the secret ingredient, the thing that's making it all possible, is artificial intelligence. It's the invisible force turning this amazing vision into a reality. So let's actually do it. Let's follow the food. We're going to trace its journey from a tiny seed to your plate and see exactly how AI is changing the game at every single step. And our journey, of course, starts where it always has, out in the field. But trust me, these aren't your grandpa's farms, not even close. This is where the whole new way of growing food begins. It all boils down to this really simple but super powerful cycle. First, you've got drones that scan everything. They're like these eyes in the sky spotting problems like disease or stress way before a human ever could. Then, the AI brain instantly analyzes all that data. And finally, automated systems act on it, delivering maybe a single drop of water or a tiny bit of nutrient, but only to the exact plant that needs it. Zero waste. And when you look at it this way, you can see the massive shift. We're going from being reactive, waiting for a problem and then spraying a whole field, to being totally proactive. We're solving an issue for one single plant before it can even spread. The bottom line, we use way fewer resources to grow way more food. Okay, so growing food smarter is a huge win. But that's only half the battle, right? The next big hurdle is actually getting that food to all of us. And this is where AI is completely reinventing the journey from the farm to your kitchen. And the magic behind this part of the journey is something called predictive algorithms. Honestly, you can just think of them as fortune tellers with supercomputers. Instead of a crystal ball, they crunch insane amounts of data. We're talking weather, traffic, even what's popular at the grocery store, to predict the absolute smartest way to get food from point A to point B. So what does that actually look like? Well, they can figure out the fastest route for a truck, dodging traffic jams to save fuel. But it's even smarter than that. They can predict that, hey, this neighborhood is probably going to buy a lot of avocados this weekend, so the local store gets the perfect amount. No guesswork. And here's where it gets really wild. This all happens in real time. So picture a truck full of fresh strawberries, and it hits a sudden snowstorm. In the old days, that entire shipment might go bad. Now, the AI sees the delay, instantly reroutes the driver around the storm, and the food is saved. It's amazing. And when that food finally arrives at a warehouse, a whole new team takes over. Robots. These things are sorting and packing everything with a speed and accuracy that's just, well, inhuman. It means food spends way less time in a warehouse and gets to you when it's much, much fresher. So look, all this efficiency, it's not just about saving time or money. When you add it all up, it means we're having a huge positive impact on the planet. This is technology helping us work smarter, not harder, for a healthier Earth. So instead of just blanketing fields with chemicals, AI can spot one specific pest and treat just that one little area. You've got robots that can literally pull weeds by hand, which means way fewer herbicides, and by giving each plant the exact amount of fertilizer it needs, we stop all that extra stuff from polluting our rivers. But, even the most high-tech farm is going to create some waste. It's just part of it. So the big question is, what happens to all that stuff? What if it's not really waste at all? And this is where things get really, really clever. AI is basically creating a circular economy right there on the farm, where absolutely nothing goes to waste. So take something like animal waste. Robotic systems collect it and an AI analyzes it. From there, it might get turned into a perfect custom-blended fertilizer to go right back on the fields. Or it could get processed into clean biogas to create electricity that powers the whole farm. It's a perfect self-sustaining loop. Okay, so we've seen how AI means more efficient farms and a healthier planet. But at the end of the day, the whole point of a food system is to, feed people. So how does all this tech actually help our communities? The benefits are real, and they're things you can feel. When it costs less to grow food, prices at the grocery store are more stable. Super efficient delivery means fresh, healthy produce can finally reach neighborhoods that have been ignored for too long. And because less food goes to waste, more of it can be donated to food banks and people who really need it. Now, it's easy to hear all this and think, okay, that's great for some giant billion-dollar corporation, that this tech is only for the big guys. But maybe the most exciting part of this whole story is that this power is getting cheaper and easier to use. It's getting into the hands of farmers of all sizes, all over the world. I mean, think about this for a second. A small farmer, anywhere on the planet, can now just take a photo of a sick leaf on their phone, and an AI can tell them exactly what's wrong and how to fix it. That's not just cool tech. That's putting powerful knowledge in everyone's hands. It's happening right now. And that's the end game here. That's the goal. We're building a food system that is smarter, that is greener, and that is fairer for everyone. One that can actually support all of us, now and for generations to come. So AI is helping us tackle one of the oldest, most fundamental challenges humanity has ever faced.
It kind of leaves you with a pretty big question, doesn't it? If AI can help us solve hunger, what else can it help us solve?